Alright, so I've subscribed to something called HelloFresh. And what that is it just delivers fresh foods to your place for you to make. And let's open up the box. As you can see, I've already opened it. It's pretty exciting. So the way this works is they'll send you a bunch of recipes. And they send you all the ingredients. This is the ingredients for a chorizo burrito bowl. This is the steak spiced burgers. Oh, that actually sounds good for tomato. And classic turkey and meatballs, and I think that one's a spaghetti. Yeah, that one's a spaghetti. That sounds good too. In the bottom you have these freezer packs. This has been sitting for a little bit, so this one's almost thawed out. And then of course on the bottom you also have your meat. So I've got my ground beef, ground turkey, and of course the chorizo sausage. Alright, let's have a closer look at this. So here we've got steak spiced burgers with disco fries. Not quite sure what disco fries are, but we'll find out. Turkey with meatballs. And the chorizo bowl. Alright. So here's the chorizo bowl. And what we should have in it is the chorizo sausage, which is in the fridge right now. We should have some garlic, green onion, cilantro, lime, avocado, corn, Mexican seasoning, grape tomatoes, sour cream, basmati rice. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there. So let's open it up and have a look. All right. Green onions. Cilantro. Mexican seasoning. A lime. Corn. A clove of garlic. 2 things of sour cream. Some tomatoes. Oh, 2 cloves of garlic. Some basmati rice. And an avocado. And the avocado is pretty darn ripe. So, that's what comes in the package. So there isn't anything else I should need. It should be all of this. It tells how to cook the rice. It tells what to do with all the vegetables and how to chop it up. Cooking the chorizo, adding the corn, mixing everything up with all the spices, and then serving. So it's actually a pretty complete meal. It says that it should take 30 minutes. This one's 30 minutes. The burger and fries are 40 minutes. And I have to cut my own potatoes into fries. But that's okay, that's part of the deal. So why did I decide to do this? Let's first talk about cost. One of the problems that I have is I'll go grocery shopping. I do have some things in mind on what to make, but a lot of times things just end up going bad in my refrigerator because I end up having to buy more stuff than I actually need. So a lot of stuff goes to waste. With this, none of this is going to go to waste. These are meals for 2, so if I have company over, if I have one other guest, I can always feed someone else. However, what this ultimately gives me is 2 meals. So if I don't have any company over, and I'm making meals for myself, this potentially is 6 meals for $70, roughly. When I factor in the cost of how much it costs for me to have lunch, or sometimes if I'm in a rush, eat out as I'm coming home, that actually gets pretty expensive. So that $70 goes by very quickly. The other thing is, even if I eat out, I still have to go grocery shopping. So right now, and I'll be straight up honest, this has been the 3rd box that I've gotten from them so far. So This review is after using this for the last 2 weeks already. And so far I'm pretty impressed, and I've had different meals each week. I also get to go onto their website and pick their meals, which is pretty awesome. Have a look at your spice rack. How many different spices do you have that you bought for 1, maybe 2 different meals, and they've just sat there for the year or longer? I've got some spices in my spice rack that are probably a good 6 or 7 years old, and I just can't throw them away. They're almost full still, but I had to get them because I needed the spice for a recipe I was making at the time. There are the things that I use normally, salt, pepper, those types of things, and that stuff I'm not worried about. But it's when you have like specific things, like some of the Mexican spices, or I had an Indian dish the other day, and some of the Indian spices, well, I can't go out and buy all of that stuff and have it sit around. So this is good. It gives me the exact measurement I need, and you can kind of add a little bit less if you don't want it, say, as spicy, for instance. I had one dish where I had a little Thai chili. Because I don't like super spicy, I just added a little bit of the Thai chili, and it was perfect amount of heat for me. They're pretty easy to do. I would say so far my only critique, the timing, I would say it actually takes longer than what they suggest. With 30 minutes for a chorizo bowl, probably take me about 40 minutes. It's now about 7 o'clock, it's time for dinner. And I am going to make the chorizo bowl. And so let's get everything together. I'll just check and see what I need, and once I have everything ready to go, I'll start the time. Alright, so I've broken everything out, and I needed a pot, a bowl. It said medium and a small bowl. This is a small bowl and a smaller bowl. Some measuring cups, another measuring cup, measuring spoons, garlic press. It didn't say it, but I poured some. The cook time says 30 minutes. I am going to stopwatch at 0. I'm going to start. Let's get going. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is 1 1/4 cups of water into a pot. I have the tomatoes zest and juice the lime. Water's boiling. I'm going to dump the rice in, turn it to low, and then cover it again, let it go for about 12 to 14 minutes. Rice in. Toss this into a different bowl because it all gets mixed together. I make fancy scoopers for them, but you can just use a spoon. We're at 11 minutes and 25 seconds so far. And this up. Down a little. It says to use a non-stick pan, but I'm using a cast iron skillet, which is perfectly good as long as it's seasoned. You're supposed to half some of this stuff, but I mean, it's all getting mixed together anyways, and it's a little bit easier, so I'm going to throw in the lime juice. It also asks for some salt and pepper. Salt. Toss it around. This is a sour cream. I know I'm supposed to mix some of the lemon zest and whatnot in there, so that's good. Throw in the garlic. Cook down a bit more. This asks for salt and pepper as well. Let that sit for a minute. Back to this. Some Mexican seasoning. Everything's all measured out. Kind of finishing off, I'm going to divide the rice between two bowls. That's all done. Divide this between the two bowls. This up. This out between the two bowls. And then sour cream. It's actually pretty good. Didn't think it would do that. Let's mix it together and then give it a taste. Talk about it afterwards. So, a little bit of everything. Oh, that's actually pretty good. It's easy, it's fresh, it's fast. If you've got 30 minutes, you can make one of these at home. And yeah, that's what I started doing. HelloFresh. So far, I'm pretty impressed with it. So the cook time says 30 minutes.